A winner is just a loser who refused to quit. Let me say it again. A winner is just a loser who refused to quit. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Coach Nancy, and I'm your favorite internet wealth, mindset, and investment coach. And all we're going to talk about here is the mindset part of life. Okay? People give up too easily because they don't see the results. But like I just said, a winner is a loser who refused to quit. Okay? Most people look at successful people and assume that they got lucky. Oh, this one is just lucky. Oh, their family is wealthy. No, they are not just lucky. They look at successful entrepreneurs and be like, this one just hit it good. Oh, she had an investor come to her, or he had an investor come. They gave him money to do it. No, most times, no. People go through trials and tribulations. But the fact of the matter is that when you're seeing the win now, there has been layers of failures in the past, but they did not give up. They were resilient. I want you to hold on to that word. Resilience will take you places. Okay. The difference between winners and everybody else is not talent. The difference is persistence and resilience. A winner simply stayed in the game longer. And today I'm going to show you how this applies to investing. And I'm going to give you my own personal story as well. It's very painful, because nobody likes to lose a lot of money, but I didn't give up. A winner is a loser who decided not to quit. Let's think about it. How many times when your child was trying to walk, how many times did your child fall? Oh, the child fell down, grazed his knees or her knees, and this child decided, okay, this is not for me. I'm not going to walk anymore. Doesn't make sense, right? Of course, falling is expected. Anybody that doesn't expect you to fall doesn't have the right expectations. Falling is expected, but that child continued standing, sitting, falling, and kept going until one day started walking. A winner is a loser who refused to quit. A baby became a walker because he or she did not sit down and think, okay, this thing is not for me. No, became a walker because he refused to quit. Okay, so let's go. When I started my investment journey 10 years ago, I knew there was more to life than just working, paying bills, and saving. I've always been good with money. I have always been disciplined with my money. That one, I put my hands up. Yes. But when I look at my savings account, I'm like, at this rate of savings, when will I ever, and these are questions people don't ask themselves, but me, I was asking myself because I already had my future planned for myself. I'm asking myself, so with this rate of savings, when will we ever get to a place where I can say, now I can stop working and my bills will be covered? Never will. That was never going to happen because nobody can save their way to wealth. So I had a healthy savings account. And this was when I started exploring different options. I know and believe that my steps are ordered by the Lord. So I jumped into, someone called me about, oh, there's something called Bitcoin. Let's invest in Bitcoin. Then Bitcoin was 5,300 per Bitcoin. I remember I bought 3 because, like I said, I had a healthy savings and I thought, okay, Bitcoin might be something to make money. And no, that was Bitcoin mining, and they were going to give us Bitcoin every single day. That became a scam, and I lost all my 15,000, whatever it was. But that's okay. Then next thing I did was I stumbled into Forex trading. That was where I thought, this is it. I finally found it. And so I started Forex trading. In the first 2 weeks, I made about 32,000 pounds. Thinking, is this it? I even told my husband, I was like, babes, I found a way. I'm going to resign soon. Only for the market to start misbehaving. Okay. So what happened was that I was having luck, beginner's traders luck. It just so happened that the market was bullish in that season. And this was what I was doing. I wake up in the morning, I press buy, I go to work, I come back in the evening, I look at my portfolio, I've seen, plus 3K something, I close it. And that was what I was doing for 2 weeks and had made 30 something K. So I thought that was, of course, there were times that it was going against me and I kept on putting money from my account just so I don't hit a margin call and I lose the whole thing. So I had a chunk of money in my investment account. So when I was doing the same thing 2 weeks later and it wasn't working, I was losing a lot of money. So I now thought to myself, okay, I'm still in profit. Instead of me losing everything, let me take a step back. let me take out my money first from these accounts and hold the profit I've made and take a step back and re-strategize. And this was what I did. So I took out some money. I remember filling the form. It was on Trading 212 today. Filling the form and said I wanted to withdraw 45,000. And they're like, why do you want to take out that kind of money? Give us evidence. I gave them all the evidence. Money came from my account and blah, blah, blah. And I took out my chunk of money and I let it sit. So what I did was that I knowing there's potential and possibilities around money, I took a step back and I started reading. I bought a huge textbook. I think it was Financial Technical Analysis for Financial Instruments, something like that. You guys know it is very, very technical. I also bought some other books like Baby Papes and stuff like that just to, get my knowledge up. So when I started reading, I got the skill set on how to analyze charts. I got the skill set on how to look at, fundamentally companies that, are doing well. Then someday, like you guys are watching now, on this streets of YouTube, I saw an investment video about Vanguard. I never heard of them before, but I'm always one to try. Listen, information without implementation is entertainment. Okay, so I hope this video is going to not entertain you, but you're going to do something about it. So, like you watching on YouTube, I was watching on YouTube that day and I saw a video about how to open a Vanguard UK account and the type of assets to invest in. That was the first time I heard about the S&P 500. So, what did I do? I had a chunk of money in. I put it into one mutual fund and two index, one mutual fund, yes, and two ETFs. Okay, the S&P 500 was one. So that was when my journey to investing in ETFs started. Now, it wasn't easy because, like I said, when I was doing the crypto, when I was doing the Forex, I lost in that year £42,000. But that did not deter me from investing into the S&P 500. Okay, so as I started investing in the S&P 500, of course I kept on researching. Researching, but that was just on Vanguard. So I was automating my investments every single month. I was putting an extra £500 every single month just to make my money work for me. And I saw that the money was increasing, and I was happy. I'm like, okay, now my money is working harder for me than it was in my savings account. Good. So now we went back to Trading 212 and I now found some other ETFs that I could invest in, including gold, because gold in my portfolio is going to acts as a hedge. When there's geopolitical tensions, everybody moves their money from normal stocks into gold. So they just wanted a balance. Okay. So now I created a portfolio of 8 powerful ETFs. Okay. The normal S&P 500 give us a 10% annual average returns. But the 8 ETFs that I share or have in my portfolio, this is after I've built. So I've started researching and learning, and I started testing. These 8 powerful ETFs that I have in my portfolio, the system when I built it on Trading 212 said it would give me a 36% return on investment. Actually, that has been outperformed so many times over. Last year alone, one of the 6 gave me a 73% return on investment. Do you understand? But this has come by. Why? Because I did not quit. What did I say? A winner is a loser who decided not to quit. So with your investments, even if you have lost money in the past, I don't want you to just sit back and receive the blow and think, okay, that is it. That is it for me. No, there's always more. There's light at the end of the tunnel. A lot of people that don't make it are the ones that have decided that, you know what, I can't be bothered with this anymore. And you're never going to see the other end. But if you choose to believe that there's always more, you might have started a business as well that didn't do well. It's okay. What you're going to do now, listen, is take the lessons you have learned from the failings and implement it into your life. I personally do not believe that any L is a loss. That one just collected an L. She just collected an L. No, I personally, from the perspective that I look at life through, I don't look at every L as a loss. I look at it as a learning opportunity. What can I learn from this? And how can I be better? Okay, so I want you to take that mindset into everything. That you were in a relationship and it didn't work. It's fine. Take whatever it is you learned from that relationship. How can you work on yourself better? Work on yourself better and be the best for your next. Okay? Please do not bleed on your next. Be the best for your next. The job, my boss was not great to me. He was bullying me. He was doing this, was doing me. Okay, think about it. What could I have done better? Could I have been more patient? Could I have upskilled some more? Because nobody will pick on a staff that is actually producing results. Should we be true to ourselves? Do you understand? So I want you to take always the lessons you learn from anything that happened bad, any adversity, and implement it in your next place. A winner is a loser who refused to quit. So what does investing look like? How can we build wealth? You see the 40 something thousand pounds I lost then. Guys, I've made it back many times over. But I will never have seen this place if I stayed in that rut. Oh my God, I've lost 42,000. Oh, that's a lot of money. That is some people's actual um, yearly salary. Yes, that was what I lost. But you know what? I did not give up. My name is stick to itiveness. My name is resilience. My name is consistency. I teach on TikTok, right? Every 12 o'clock, every day, Monday to Friday. And somebody came into the comment section and said, "You have been so consistent." Another person actually paid for one of my coaching programs and said, "The reason I paid for your coaching program is your consistency. If you're consistent like this, I know that you'll get good results in every area of your life." So let your life tell people about you. You don't have to talk, but them showing up all the time, you showing up for yourself all the time, will speak the gospel to some people. Okay? A winner is a loser who refused to quit. So I want to implore you now to start your investment journey today. Forget about the past. Look into the future. If you do not invest, you can't be financially free. So everything I'm telling you is just to aid us in our financial freedom journey. I'm on my journey and I've been in here for 10 years. My children are on their journey. They've started, what, 2, 3 years ago? My husband is on his journey. He's been doing this for over 20 years. So we're on our journey to that financial freedom. But if you're listening to me, don't even think about it because you have lost money in the past. You are going to work until the end of time. And this is not what we want. We've been working since we were 3 years old. I tell everybody and they laugh. I'm like, I left my house at 3. What does that mean? I started school at 3 years old. 24 hours sitting at home stopped at 3 years old. So from 3 to 40 something, I haven't rested. So when do you want to rest? If you do not start doing something to get financially free through investing, you will never have the opportunity or the option of resting. Why? Because your bills do not stop because you are not an investor, because you've retired. Your bills will continue even at your retirement. So that means you don't have the capacity of ever stopping to work. So it means from that age, 3 years old, until Jesus calls you home, you'll continue working. I don't want that for you. Okay. And if you're a beginner investor, you have no clue about how to invest, what to invest in, how to build an automated system around your investment, I want to see you in my masterclass. This masterclass is for beginner investors. Okay. People that are working, you've been saving and you've seen that your savings is not doing anything for you. Okay. Savings can never make you rich. You have enough cash to last you 2, 3 months, 4, 5 months, even if it's 1 year, but that is not enough to last you 20, 30 years of you not working. So you need to be able to invest to secure your future through investing for financial freedom. If this is you and this sounds like something you want to start doing, I have a community of over 1,000 people. I have taught the same strategy to over 1,000 people, and we are long-term investors. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is us exploring investment into REITs and investing into ETFs. Of course, those are long-term investments. The REITs will give you passive income every single month, and the ETFs will give you growth. A combination of this in our portfolio will give us balance, diversification, and will reduce our risk. Now, like I said, long-term investment. After that, you'll be included into our community. It's the most sought after community, and I protect you with all that I have. Okay? And you'll just begin your investment journey. You are a sum total of the people you hang around with. So because in my community, we're all thinking the same way. Wealth building, wealth building, wealth building, how we can become millionaires and billionaires. Amen. You will be amongst those kind of people as well. But you must become an investor first, then you join the community. I have an investing masterclass. Link is in the description. Either you get the recorded version or join me on the 27th of June, 2026. Yes, for the live class with me and so many others just like you starting their investment journey. Click the link in the description, sign up today, invest in knowledge for your future, and see you on the other side. Please don't give up. Okay, a winner is just a loser who refused to quit.